with our radar display. When I was a meteorologist in Oklahoma, Texas, and Arkansas, we had a couple cases like that, and it could very well happen here. We had a case actually in Appling County last year, same deal. The cell was so far away from the radar beam that the possible tornado hid under the beam, and we couldn't see it, and sure enough, we got reports from law enforcement of a tornado. So let's do a time lapse over the past 15 to 30 minutes as far as what we have, where it's heading. It is moving towards the east-northeast at about, I'd say about 40 miles per hour. It will approach 278. Let's get you street level, town by town, some of the possible areas that could be impacted. Marsh, Land Road, Spanish Wells, 278. If it holds its intensity and holds together, it will impact your area. Not looking as impressive as far as the reflectivity. Now, the same cannot be said with the shear, which is differential winds, different wind speeds, and that's one of the precursors of tornado development, and that's one of the things that we look for. So let's go back to our shear tracker. Let's see if we've gotten an update. Still waiting on it. It's taking its bittersweet time around southern Beaufort County. Dufusky, if you're watching me at home, it looks like you are about to be in the clear once I get that new update. So that is some good news. Let me switch back to, and actually, I'll tell you what, if you're watching me at home and you're just tuning in wondering what the heck is going on, let's get you up to speed. The area that we were concerned about was just south of Quaco Road, around I-95. So take a look at the light blue and the purple. Let me make this very clear, very simple for you. What this tool is tornado potential, tornado threat. And we have that around I-95. What is the time lapse? Looks like it was around 3 o'clock. Okay, so it was around 3 o'clock. It started to get its act going and maintained its intensity as it moved across Chatham County. That's why you heard the tornado sirens. That's why the National Weather Service kept the tornado warning going. It moved across 516. It moved across Hutchinson Island. No reports of a tornado on the ground. It is one of those scenarios where it's better to be safe than sorry. The National Weather Service did not want to take any chances with this. Still, the rotation, very solid, holding together. And thankfully, I just have gotten the new update, and it looks like it is exiting. It's going to move over the waters and start to approach Hilton Head Island within the next 15 to 30 minutes. Now, one of the concerns that I have is this is a very fast mover, northeast, at 40 minutes, or at 40 miles per hour. So it's going to be there before you know it. So that's one of the concerns. You need to be prepared right now. It's not one of those where you say, hey, I'm going to take this seriously in about 15 to 30 minutes. No, you need to do it right now because it's going to be on top of your doorstep before you know it. Buckingham Landing, Hilton Head Island, I would place this storm, if it continues on its track, within this area in the short term. Still holding its intensity. The brighter colors that you see, that's the moderate to heavy rainfall, in addition to the tornado potential. Damaging winds, very much possible. We can have wind gusts in excess of 50 to 70 miles per hour. It looks like, I'm getting some of the updates from the National Weather Service as I'm talking to you on air. They have not, let's see here, they have not confirmed a tornado at this point. It's same thing. We're watching the rotation. It has slowed down just a smidge. It's moving east now at 35 miles per hour. If you have a damage report at home, you need to let us know here at WSAB. You need to let the National Weather Service know, and you need to let first responders know as well. I did get a report of a tree down in Savannah, I believe. Yeah, there was a tree that fell on a home. I talked about the tornado, possible tornado, 3 miles east of Alma. A mobile home was damaged, which is, by the way, one of the worst places you can be in a tornadic situation. Mobile home, worst place you can be. You want to be as low as possible. You don't want to be in a structure that can be picked up at any moment. Heavy rainfall occurring between Bluffton and Hilton Head. I'm still getting the radar scans, the radar updates in. Let's throw on the lightning detector. We do not have that. So this is primarily a heavy rain, damaging winds, tornado threat. Let me switch over to my correlation coefficient. I just want to double check and make sure we do not have debris flying through the air. I know that at times this can seem extremely repetitive. I agree, but not all of us are joining in and tuning in and watching at the same time that you've been watching. So with that said, I want to explain what this feature is. This is our correlation coefficient. The red that you're detecting is rain in the atmosphere. If we had debris flying through the air from a tornado on the ground, we would see a blue bulb, which we do not have at the moment around Beaufort County, west of Hilton Head, south of Bluffton. Shear tracker still holding steady just towards the west-northwest of Sea Pines. If you're listening to me around Sea Pines and around 278, you need to seek shelter immediately. And because this radar scan is a few minutes old, it's going to be about 3 to 5 minutes old, I would place the new area of rotation and the new area of concern with the possible funnel cloud, possible tornado. And actually, at this point, it would be a water spout, because at any point a tornado moves over water, it's going to become a water spout briefly. And then if a water spout moves over land, it's going to be classified as a tornado. If you didn't know that at home, just want to clarify that with you. So it would be a brief water spout. In some situations like this, I've been talking about this throughout the course of the afternoon, when these cells go over water, they can sometimes get that kick that they need with greater rotation because you have less friction around the water, and you can sometimes get faster spin-ups, and that's what we could have going on briefly as this crosses from land to water to land and eventually approaching Hilton Head Island in southern Beaufort County. So let's get you a time lapse, show you what exactly is going on, and it looks like, although the shear tracker is behind, I tell you what, let me get my pointer out. I bet you the area of concern is right here. It always will be in most situations, more than likely. Let me zoom out so I can show you what I'm talking about. See this curl? Classic hook signature. Classic hook signature. If you've ever looked at tornadoes in the Plains states or in the southeast, this is a classic tornado signature because in a classic tornado cell, in that the possible tornado would be right here on the bottom of the curl, just towards the west of Hilton Head Island. We do have the rotation at the mid-levels. We have it at the base of the cloud, which is not too far away from the ground. The cloud deck and the cloud cover very low to the ground, which to a certain degree is aiding in the development of this storm. And, it's one of those things, if you want to watch at home, if you're in the clear, watch and track us on the WSAV interactive radar. You can check it out at home. We actually do have the rotation on our website. It's one of those things that you want to do at home. You can do at home. Bluffton, it is starting to exit your area. It's just towards the north of Hilton Head, so it looks like it's trying to lodge itself between Bluffton and Hilton Head. If it continues on this path, it would approach 278. Now, let me get you some street-level locations. And unfortunately, it looks like we do not have much. That's a good sign. I'm not really seeing a whole lot. Let's go, let's see here. We got Harbor, Page, I believe, Cross Tree Drive, 278. So this would be the north end of Hilton Head Island, which has a greater chance of that rotation, funnel cloud, and possible tornado moving towards your area. Still not getting any damage reports in. That is a very, very good sign. That's where we like to keep it. It is moving away from Dufusky Island. Sea Pines, I'm still going to put you on alert because, it looks like we could also have a continuation all the way down here. Let me get my marker out here, my tracker. Could also have a continuation down here as well. So I'm going to be looking here, and I'm going to be looking here for that elevated risk for funnel clouds and tornadoes. And one of the issues that we've had past month in the southeast is these tornadoes, they drop to the ground. They're on the ground for a few minutes, but they definitely mark, they make their mark. EF2 tornado, Valdosta, just a few days ago. That came with little to no warning, and that is why I am not taking any chances. I don't care what's on TV right now. It's better to be safe than sorry. I don't care how many times I repeat myself. We need to get you the very latest. We need to get you minute by minute tracking here at WSAV. And the one thing I can promise you, we will get you the best storm tracking in the area, without a doubt. Chief Meteorologist Chris Allred, Lee Haywood, all three of us have been on top of this over the past several days. Bluffton, Hilton Head, here's the very latest as of 3:50, as we approach 3:50 in the afternoon. Continuing to get the scans, and we just got another one And it looks like the National Weather Service better extend this tornado warning because it's moving pretty fast. Let me switch to my shear tracker here. Let me switch to my shear tracker. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, so actually, I can give you some analysis here with the new updates that we've been getting. It's looking a little bit more